Greetings again. I just want to share a little bit, trying to wind down, go to sleep, and start again, Father willing. What's been going on with this job that I've been given to do for now? So, today was a rough day because my truck is stuck in second gear. It's a 6-speed manual. I was able to get home, but um, I, my parents have a backup car that it just sits. They got like newer vehicles and they just decided to keep that one. So thankfully I can use that thing um, until it's fixed. I have the ability to take the transmission out. I used to work on cars, but I don't think I'm gonna actually tear it apart myself. I don't really want to. Doing these kinds of things is extremely difficult now. It's harder than ever. I just really don't want to do it. I don't want to mess with it. And it was some stupid thing I did. It's my fault. I screwed up. So I was going till 10 o'clock at night. So after 10, no more orders. Now I was slammed all day long, the only driver, which seems to be happening really frequently, where I'm the only driver, meaning there's no one to help the load. So I just get piled up for the whole entire day. Whole entire day, no breaks. I had like maybe a couple stops for a couple minutes, but besides that, it was like nonstop. And so I had this thought. I'm like, I'm probably going to get a last minute order. Please don't give me a last minute order. And sure enough, like 4 minutes before 10, I got a last minute order, got to the drive through. And with everything else that happened, I wiggled my stick shift left and right, back and forth a little bit aggressively, and it got stuck. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. And it's my fault. I got a little angry and frustrated, and I wiggled it, just do, and it got stuck. And I could not get it unstuck. I got it home, took the center console apart, took the little top plate off, and and I tried aggressively moving the stick, and it just won't come out. So now my truck's, done um, for the moment because of some stupid thing I did. But this is one example of things that have been happening quite a bit. The things that people never believe me, just carnal people. Someone's trying to call me second time now. I don't recognize this number. It's really frustrating. Just nonstop today. Crazy things. Decline. So I got to inside Panda Express. I went inside. There was an order, and I said one of the things was a medium side of fried rice. And I got asked again, and I said it loudly, clearly. She heard, Blondie. Medium side of fried rice. I had this suspicion after that she's going to purposely screw up the order because this is what I've been seeing quite a few times, and it's usually the women. And sure enough, when I got to the truck, I took a peek in the little thing, and it's chow mein. So I went back, which, it's not just for me. If the customer gets the wrong, it just messes everything up. I don't want wrong orders if I can help it. I get back inside and ask for the right one. I said fried rice. They gave it, to free, and they just said they don't want the other one back, so they got free chow mein. But I knew what happened, 100%. There's no confusion here. So she was the same girl. Blondie was like scooping up something for someone else, and I told her, So you did this on purpose, didn't you? Why did you do this on purpose? She couldn't even move. She never looked at me. She pretended that she didn't hear anything. So I walked out and, in disappointment, and I could see them staring at me as I'm like the whole entire time looking outside because people are so weak. There are no men out there. They can't say anything. But she did it on purpose, and I've had this happen multiple times with multiple places. I just show up, ask for the order, and they purposely do something wrong. Like one other example, no ice, and I say it again, no ice in the drinks. Like I said it 2 or 3 times for whatever reason. And then the woman puts ice in it, and it's just nonstop. It's extremely difficult to do what I'm doing when they're purposely messing up the order on purpose. I know these things happen on accident. I just show up and there's like instant hatred, and they just mess up the order any chance they can get. So by the time I got the last order, I was a little frustrated, and I got my truck stuck in second gear. I couldn't believe it. So now it's on the outside on the side. Got the other backup car, and that's it. But what I wanted to add is that last video, I put the link in a little bit after the video. So there's a link of the video I was talking about, of all the praise for the man, and one thing I guess I didn't notice is the very beginning of the video. It's like a nice little globe CGI Earth. You see that? Nice little globe Earth continuing that satanic spinning globe lie, just another thing to go along with whatever else I'm seeing. And that's it. That was the whole point. So, yeah, rough day. My fault on that truck, but it's crazy. It's crazy. I know what's happening. They don't know me. It's like instant hatred, and then they get this thought: screw it up, screw it up, do something to make him mad, screw him up, and they do it. The devil's just whispering, and they receive words and they obey. When you bring it up, it's like chaos inside. They're trembling. That's why she couldn't look at me. She couldn't even move. Just it was as if I was talking to a rock. It's so unreal. It's like I don't even exist so many times. It's weird, but I'm not surprised at all. It's like those scriptures are coming alive on the enemies. I got 1,000 to the right and 10,000 to the left, enemies all round about me. Literally is what it feels like all day long. Anything I do, it's like, oh, okay, here we go again. Here's more hatred. In one of the earlier orders, the guy said, I upgraded and paid for larger drinks, but my app showed 10 cents extra. Instant hatred, as if I did something, like it's my fault. I'm just looking at the order and doing whatever I get and I can see, they didn't pay extra. And I have the proof, and it's like this kind of stuff all the time, nobody, it's like the people that smile and wave, it's just a masquerade. And if they were around me a little bit longer, it would be the same hatred shown on the outside. They wouldn't be able to hold it in forever. So it's crazy. And this is why I left my last job that I was there for 3 years, maintenance technician. I left because it literally, I couldn't be there anymore. It was just constant game playing and screwing around with me, and I can't do my job, And I'm not afraid. People think, oh, you can't talk, So, like the sly little devil, the manager, he was a great worker and he just, he's gone. I wrote in the reply so everyone could see, the big guys and everything, what they did made me look like a thief. I wrote it, playing around with my tools and stealing stuff and putting it under other boxes and all these things. Um, and it just wouldn't end. So it's like, well, I know it's not going to end, and they want me to do something. They want me to hurt them or do something. It's what the devils want. They want to try and test you constantly so that you slip up. And I wasn't going to have that, so I left. I walked out, said, I'm going, goodbye, not knowing what would happen, without a plan. But that was the second time I've done that. So the job before I left without a plan. Every single job that I've ever had ended in some kind of rotten way. And I'm like on my 8th different job or something like that. So here it is. The same things are coming back with this job, just a bunch of hatred. And it's like, I feel like it's just a matter of time before it goes away. But I don't know. That's the position he puts you in, where you don't know. Whereas the wicked, they got it all planned out, and it's like it's like he lets them to have it like that. Whereas the believer has to rely on our Father every day. That's the position he puts us in. And then the people come and attack because they don't like that light, the Father's light, Messiah's light in us. They don't like it. And when nobody gets this kind of testing, it's just a matter of time for a believer. Like I said, you don't have to say anything. You just show up and people hate you. It's like the proof that you're a believer. And these are the kind of things nobody's going to believe you in, and there's nowhere you can go to. You can't tell another devil what devils are doing. They're going to hate you too for that, because they're no different and the devils are in them too. So it's crazy, it's crazy. But I'm only saying check out that video for discernment's sake. Look at what's said and some true words about the devil, some mixing truth with statue worship, man worship, saying that Jefferson has the same God that he does, believing in that same eternal God, and I know this is a lie. It's the same thing with my dad, hardcore into politics in the world. Really loves the founding father. I'm seeing the connections. The founding fathers, they worship them. They love the world. They love their country. They're proud of it. And it's about being left or right, Democrat, Republican, it's all the same things. We just have to slip out of that. Can't be a love for that. So see that video in the last video, the link I put there, it's an encouragement to be loving the world. It's amazing, while saying some true things about the devil and some other things. It's all about this is what I do, and I love truth, and I got my truth because I study a lot. And knowledge, have a love for knowledge, right? Serpents have a love for knowledge. Everyone does. The knowledge of good and evil. It's the serpent knowledge. There is a sort of wisdom and knowledge to the devil, but it's foolishness to our Father. But without the Father working in us and giving his wisdom, which exposes the devil's wisdom as foolishness, people can't see it. It's tricky. That serpent wisdom, tricky. So I question if this man is talking about himself. Is he talking about himself? Because everyone that's carnal, whatever they say, it's always going to come back as talking about themselves. That's what we repent for, what we start to see. It's just words that they memorize, and the devil gives them words. That's it, I think, on this. Nice production video with a spinning globe, right? CGI globe to start the video off. Bad sign. Bad sign. Always smiling, always talking in a robotic fashion. It's like there's all these the devils do the same things. Always smiling and like, oh, I'm so under control. So under control and smiling all the time. Can't let anyone know that there's the beast inside. Whereas I read so much that our Father gets angry. And people don't understand this when they're carnal. He gets angry, and his anger waxes hot towards evil and the evil things that happen, you know, a perfect hatred for evil. So how is it that some believer is always smiling 24/7? Anything they do, they're smiling, never angry about anything. It's not a promotion to be angry all the time. I'm just questioning. Nice production, spinning globe, worshiping statues and the man. Great founding father that has the same God he does. He said that. He believes in that eternal God. And when you watch the video, you can see he acknowledges that Thomas Jefferson has the same God he does. So that's the only reason I would say, if you want to watch that link on the last video, just for like discernment's sake, look at what's going on. Spinning globe to start with, which worries me, spinning. The very thing that I do not believe in, spinning globe, where the heavens aren't moving, but the earth is backwards, and always smiling and under control. So it seems always robotic. It's like there's nothing real. And this is what people do, like on YouTube, to make money. You have to act a certain way. So it's all fake so that they can bring in more views and money, and that's everyone's goal. Whereas our Father gets angry, and if we're becoming in his image, we'll get angry sometimes when we see the wicked evil, like screwing up orders on purpose that I've seen multiple times. It's becoming unreal, and then you tell them, why did you screw this order up on purpose? And they can't even look at you. She didn't even look at me, pretended I didn't even say anything. And I asked the question, no answer, so I walked away. I had to go. But he gave me like a sense to see, like, before it even happened, I think she's going to put chow mein instead of fried rice. And then when I got to my truck, I checked after saying it more, extremely loud and clear. She asked again. I said fried rice, before anything happened. And then as I walked forward to check out, I just had that, like, I don't like to call it feeling, but when I got to the truck, sure enough, chow mein, there it is. Again, and these things are happening quite a bit, and it's usually with women where they're trying to get her something wrong on purpose, and no one's going to believe me, right? Why would they believe me? And these are the things that happened in my last job. It's the reason I'm not working there. It's because they started screwing me with so much I couldn't concentrate. So I said I'm going, and I walked. I literally walked to my truck and left, not knowing what the future holds. And the job before that as a boat mechanic, I didn't just walk out, I gave short notice and I said I can't be here anymore, but it's been a rotten experience with all the jobs I've ever had, and I was hoping, this one, It's still all right. It's just I did a stupid thing today. It's my fault. I admit it. Broke my truck, so stuck in second gear, and now I gotta take out take out the transmission whenever I can. Um, because I wiggled it back and forth from frustration of getting a last minute call and then after orders being wrong and all this stuff on purpose. I can't believe it still did that. So I wiggled the stick left and right a little aggressively, right? A little more than just like a little flop, and it got stuck. So I drove home in second gear all the way home. Um, Bad day. And now you have to look back at what you did and go, I screwed up, you know, and I don't like it. I don't like that I screwed up. And it's like you just have to acknowledge that you did something wrong, and nobody likes to do that, right? But I wanted to add on that last video that I don't think I mentioned that it started with the spinning, that globe earth. If anybody's been a believer for a while, I don't think they believe in a globe earth anymore. Not going into detail about what it is so much. I don't think that's that important. I just don't believe it's a globe, and I don't believe it's spinning. It's not moving. It's a firm foundation. So the very beginning of the video is something that's not a firm foundation. And like I said, smiling all the time, robotic, and worshiping a man, and saying that Thomas had the same God as he does. And that's nonsense. That's not the truth. It's nonsense. That tells me right away what God they have. But okay, that's it for this one. Peace, take care, seek truth.